Okay. I'm still testing these schedules out. I'm just seeing if they do work. But it looks like you can only do it like on them, like the half hour, like 5 or 5:30. So I've just finished another live. I wasn't going to stay, but I thought, oh my God, I only have to wait like 10 minutes. So I sat in the car. I did a meditation, a 10-minute guided meditation with meditation motivation with Marie. It was a cleansing, like cleansing your aura kind of thing. It was really nice, actually. I've never seen the sunset down here before. And there is people, there's quite a few cars here, guys. There's actually quite a few. People having picnics and just taking photos. Oh, isn't it nice? So I thought, well, why not? Let's test this live out again. I mean, the last one I just did, it was successful, I think. I haven't actually watched the live back to see if it did actually film properly. A couple of people in the live said that, no, it wasn't working properly, so I'm confused. And then other people said, yeah, no, it's working properly. So I don't know. When I get home, I'll check that out. But for now, we're just going to go watch the sunset, I think. Maybe it's better to go around the side because then you'll see the sun dipping down onto the water behind. Don't know, we'll have a look. I should have probably bought a jacket. I have one in the car, but... So we have been koala chasing, and oh my God, we saw a koala. So cute. I love koalas. So this is Bullocky Rest, like 30 minutes away from Brisbane. So it's a nice little area. It's in the kind of Petrie kind of Strathpine area. It's half an hour from where I live at the beach. I just happened to be working over this way, so I thought, why not go for a walk here instead of walking on the beach? And I've really enjoyed this little walk, looking for koalas, and we found one. People having picnics, isn't that beautiful? Okay, so this is the better place, I think, for here. Oh, that's nice. We might sit down, actually. Why not? Looks fine. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. If it wasn't that cold, I'd probably take my shoes off, but no, we're going to be sooking. That's gorgeous. Hey, how you going? This is a sunset in southeast Queensland, a place called Bullocky Rest. This is like a water reservoir. We draw water from here, so it's very beautiful. But we're literally about to watch it dip just in time. It's so beautiful. There's quite a few people here taking photos. Little picnic setups here too. Let's just look at this. This is what we're here to see, the sunset. Thank you for the love. If you wouldn't mind liking the live, that'd be lovely too. And if you're into adventures, check out my videos, my uploads. My last video there is about Samoa and how I compared the Venga bus with the local transport in Samoa. Oh, there goes the sun, it's nearly going. Wow. There's something so picturesque about watching a sunset, honestly. Though sunrises are just the same, just as beautiful, isn't they? So beautiful. people watching this. This is a sunset at Bullocky Rest in southeast Queensland, about 30 minutes away from Brisbane City in Australia. So this is Wednesday night, Wednesday evening here. And we're watching the last bit of the sunrise just go down behind the mountain behind there. It's nearly gone, nearly gone. It's gone. It's gone. There's something special about that. You know, I'd never, ever seen the sunset here. A friend said to me today, yeah, the sunset here is amazing. It's like, I've never seen it. So anyway, I was walking here this afternoon looking for koalas. So if you want to look at a koala, my last live, there's koalas in there, or one koala. But yeah, literally, I thought, you know what, I don't have to wait another 20 minutes. So I sat in the car and did a meditation for 10 minutes and then walked down here and look at this. Literally just in time. So it is 5:06 p.m. on Wednesday night. The sun sets, I think, in about 5 minutes, but because we've got a mountain in front, you can't actually see it completely go down behind the mountain. But still, the glow in the water is amazing. Hey, how you going? You're from Persia. Wow. Welcome. This is southeast Queensland in Australia. And the sun has just set on a beautiful Wednesday. Today's been about 24 degrees. For winter, this is amazing. And look at the mountains behind. That's really like foggy and beautiful. So beautiful. Those trees, that is so cool. I'm going to take a photo of that. I'm going to take a screenshot because that's really pretty. Oh, shit. It just turned off. There you go, that's it. You're from Iran. How you going? Tank. Hello, my name's Dora from Australia. Welcome. I would love to go to Persia one day. You've got a beautiful country. I know that there's a bit of unrest at the moment with what's going on with Israel, but I hope it's nearly fixed up. Wow, isn't that beautiful? God, that's gorgeous. Isn't it interesting? Like, I zoom out, it doesn't look so impressive. But when you go like that, wow, that is amazing. It's amazing what a camera can capture, hey. I'm just using a phone, obviously. I've got an iPhone 16 Pro. I use a 16 Pro, not the Max. The Max is too big. I got to say, the 16 Pro is still big enough. It's a lot. Oh, someone's got a drone. There you go. There's a drone going. Oh, that'd be pretty cool, actually. It'd probably be really nice sunset from watching out there. Wow, that is just so spectacular. Well, thank you for watching the sunset with me. Tank. Is your name Tank? Very. I've got hey Paul, how you going? Isn't that beautiful? I just thought I wasn't too far away, like I was here. I just finished my live going for a walk around. I thought I've only got about 20 minutes to wait. Might as well sit here and wait for the sunset, and it was so worth it. What have you been up to this afternoon, Paul? You said you went for one walk. So beautiful. I'm so glad. Like, yesterday's sunset was so beautiful, Paul. It's so interesting. On our local pages, there's a Redcliffe Facebook page, and so many people posted photos yesterday of the sunset. And I put one of my photos up, and yeah, So many really cool photos. The sunset was just so amazing yesterday, but this is pretty nice too. Like I zoom in, it's gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. I wonder what the drone can see. So there's just, I don't know if you can see that. There's a drone up there. Oh yeah, you can see it. There it is. Maybe you can't. I don't know. I can hear this humming. Paul, have you got any experience flying a drone? Bill, that is in the chat sometimes, he does drone stuff from Cheshire, UK. We've got a drone, but I'm not very good. I don't play games like, like those kind of games back in the day where a lot of boys used to. So Diego's really good at flying it, or so he's better than me. I crashed it. You're just catching up from unread posts from other subscribers. You mean their posts or comments in under your videos? This is so beautiful. There's so many here. Both. Oh, okay, good on you. Do you do that on the Studio app, where you can look at the community posts? Isn't that interesting? So back there you can kind of see the grass and there's lots of people around being quiet and watching the little romantic setups. How cute. But then when you zoom in, it's so gorgeous. Like, look at that. It's amazing what the camera can take, eh? You mean, no, I wish you could fly a drone, you mean? That's so cool. I wonder if I can get a cheeky selfie this way, because I haven't got my spare phone with me. No, see, the selfie camera just doesn't do it any justice in the evening. That's my selfie. I'm an idiot. That's so gorgeous. Yeah. So funny story, Paul. There's always a funny story. So Diego and I went to take on Everest Base Camp about 7 years ago, right? And just before we left to go to Everest, we decided that we'd buy a drone. And like $2,000 these cost back then, right? The Maverick Pro back then, it was like, yeah, that was the only one you could get at the time, or the even more expensive one, which was like $4,000 or something ridiculous. But even $2,000, that's a lot of money, right? And so anyway, we got this drone and we kind of tried to figure out how to use it and stuff. So Diego knew how to use it. Anyway, we took it to Everest Base Camp with us, right? We actually carried it. Like, we paid for, we did a tour, like a trip, like we had a guide and we had a Sherpa. The Sherpa carried our backpack and then we'd carry our day pack, right? Anyway, so Diego specifically carried the drone in his bag. Anyway, we didn't realise you actually have to register the drone in, like when you go through the gates of, there's a main gate, kind of like, which is kind of the archway to base camp, where you buy your tickets to go through, to do the track. But we didn't have to buy tickets because we had this, we paid for a tour, so to speak, or we paid for a guide and the guide paid for the tickets. And we didn't say that we had a drone, and he didn't ask if we had a drone. And because we didn't have to pay for the tickets, we didn't look at the signage, and the signs clearly say that you actually have to buy an extra ticket for your drone. So when we were at Namche, which is kind of like the biggest town in the area of up in the Himalayas, like there's quite a few people that live there. It's actually quite a cool place. Well, we went for like an altitude day, like a climatization day. So we stayed overnight, and then you climb up and then you stay down. That's how you kind of acclimatize. You climb up or walk up, and then you walk down, and then you sleep down. And that was a hell day, I've got to say. It was like hard work. But we took the drone with us, right? And we pull out the drone, and our guide's like, oh, we didn't get license. He goes, you can't fly that because they'll hear the drone and they will check to make sure that you have a license. And if you don't have a license, you'll get a big fine. So he said, look, it's not worth the fine. So we never used it. So it's quite funny. But I think, where do we use it? I think we used it in India at Goa Beach. That's about the only time. So anyway, we bought this drone for Everest Base Camp. Never used it at base camp. Used it in Goa. And since I took it on a hike with me to... No, I didn't take it hiking with me. I took it to Kagari after I finished a hike on Fraser Island, Kagari. And then my friend bought my extra bag of clothes and stuff like that so I wouldn't be stinking after my hike. And yeah, I took it with me to onto the island. And yeah, I went to use it one day thinking, oh yeah, I know how to use it. I had practiced a couple of days before by myself up at Harvey Bay. Like there was this really nice pier, like a long bridge. And I did a pretty cool, I mean, I was quite proud with my attempt. I didn't crash anything, so I thought, okay, I'm good to go. Anyway, Lake Mackenzie, this beautiful beautiful lake on Fraser Island, on Kagari. Oh, it's so spectacular. Friggin' crash it, don't I, into a tree. I didn't break it, thankfully, but I've kind of been scared to use it since. And then Diego crashed it. We were up in Cairns, and he crashed it into a cornfield. So yeah, between us, we're shocking, obviously, drone flyers. Oh well, I think that's sunset. Yeah, well, it didn't break. No one died. The drone didn't die. But, it just kind of, reminds us that you do need to practice. And they're not exactly the smaller ones you can get now. You can get small drones like the size of your hand kind of thing. They're like $500. They're actually quite, they're not exactly, they're not hugely expensive. And they probably do a better video now than the one that we paid for $2,000 one. I should have sold it a couple of years ago, but I think we've had it now for 7 years. So I don't think, it'd be worth much. Though in saying that, it probably is worth still a few bod. I should probably sell it, and then that way I could get one of the smaller ones. I mean, I probably could get $500 for it. I guess if you put it on, who wants to put it on Marketplace? I mean, that's shit having to deal with people, on Facebook Marketplace. But if you maybe put $1,000 on it and they can talk you down to $500, I don't know. Yes, I should practice on an open field. You're right. I should. Because it is fun, and it's amazing what a drone can see compared to what, we can see on the, on land, should I say. And it would be cool because, not many women can fly a drone. It's a skill mostly guys do because they're used to playing computer games. Because there's a little bit of, what do you call it, dexterity? Because, you got using both fingers on both sides and other fingers. And it's not, you need to be coordinated. I'm probably not so coordinated with my fingers. Yeah, sell it on eBay. Well, I just thought because it's quite big and it's quite bulky. Like, so for example, if you want to go take it hiking, right? I don't know, just for example, it's way too big to carry in your backpack. And like if you take it out of the case that you have it in, you risk breaking it. So it's kind of like you're just never going to use it. So with those little ones you can get now for $500, they're a lot smaller, they're lighter. You can carry it. You could carry it very easily. But these other things, they're big. And they weigh a little bit too. And I actually think you have to have a license now for the bigger ones. I think the little ones you don't actually have to have a license. So I don't know. That's why I'm kind of just too scared to even attempt to use it because I think you need to get a license, and it means I'm going to have to learn how to fly it properly before I get a license. How beautiful is that? Yeah, the newer ones. So maybe if we can sell it and get for the cost of buying a new one, that makes sense. And then I've still got a drone. And if it's littler, I've got more opportunities to use it. And I am aware that, these big ones, you could take someone's head off with it. I mean, you know, they're a fair size. Like the drone is probably at least that long, so it's actually quite a big drone, so to speak. Yeah, yeah. That's it's the size of my foot. Yeah, it's the size of my foot, and as wide as my foot probably. Oh, bigger, be wide as my foot, plus a little bit more. Anyway, so Paul, have a good evening. What's on the menu for dinner? Because I'm about to go. I just wanted to see the sunset, and I wanted to schedule another live to see if it worked. So I'm definitely here, Paul. Hey, like the schedule worked. I mean, I know you didn't see the schedule because I literally just did it 2 minutes before I scheduled it. But I'm just testing it to see, because obviously yesterday I had all those issues with the scheduled post, but I don't think it was about anything to do with YouTube or schedule. I think maybe I just had really bad reception yesterday. Something weird was going on. So you can hear me, you can see me. I'm here. I'm really here. I'm here. I'm here. You can hear me. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Ah, it's so beautiful. As in, so is this the sound better? I'm so confused. Someone said that in the previous one that the sound was issue, but then Craig said it was okay. So I don't know. I'm confused. Yeah, you can hear me. So it could actually be that I'm not using the headphone things today. This one. The other one previous, I was just using the headphones. So maybe that's what it was. This is perfect. I'm perfect, aren't I? Just like sugar would melt in my mouth. Okay, so maybe that's what it was. The schedule works now. The schedule things work as long as I don't go early. Don't go early. Just set to the time and that's it. And don't use the headphone jack. Okay, all right. So it was shit. Okay, that's all right. Hey, we live and learn. And mind you, I did buy a non-genuine headphone jack, so it's probably crap. So that's probably what it was. But that's okay. We live and learn, don't we? Oh. All right, well, I think we're going to say sayonara. It's nice to see lots of people down here. I'm glad I actually came down here. I'm glad I came down and saw the sunset. It was gorgeous. Well worth it. I think I'd like to come down here another time with a picnic. It'd be quite romantic. Now, what about my car? Somewhere. Electric koalas. What's that mean? Oh, right. The koala's fault, was it? It could be, hey. It could have been the koalas. Where is my car? I must have parked way down this other end. Oh yeah, I did park way down the other end. Isn't that beautiful? All these people romantically walking hand in hand. Oh, okay, then. Actually, it's not romantic. There's two ladies walking together and there's two men walking together. All right, Paul, I think I'm good with schedules now. I think we sorted it out. Thank you for being my test bunny as usual. Have a good evening, mate. Just one last view. So gorgeous. Have a good evening, mate. Hey, that's not my car. Where is my car? Crap. Look at me, I lost my car. Oh, there it is down there. Okay, mate. Catch ya. See you later. Cheese, mate. Cheese. Whoop.